everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Vikings are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Rams, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. In motion left comes Bryant. Now a first down throw. Gone. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A first down carry now for Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
To throw on second down is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Oh, man, Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. 20. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the wideout in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. shotgun. It's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Halfback sent in motion. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, down in Chicago, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Just beating the play clock is gone. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down, 8. They run it again with Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the big tight end shifting around. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now it's gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So they're going to go for 2. Now receiver in motion left. Here's Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Super 66. Look, 20. Hey, kill.
Now a first down throw, gone. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
From the 50, it's gone. And this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on third. Gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the ground, this time Cook. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. Gone an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And
that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. In motion, Anunwa. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
First down and goal to go from the 7. In motion, a new one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Varga, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Out of the gun, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Varga with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run.
You got him. You got him. Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Get ready. Tiger. 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 Tiger.
Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought down after a good game. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Bruce Irvin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They start the drive with Cook across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff looking right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Ryan Quigley now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Cook running right. And he's brought down.
Well, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he puts it through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first. Interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Delay game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Tomlinson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They toss it to Tomlinson. Stays on his feet, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Young now on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Young to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. To throw is Young. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to throw. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route or Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's Myers now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's Stafford now on second down. This is a screen to Abdullah. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Von Miller in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
This will be fielded at the 6. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just ended the half.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. He'll have it, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taken right around the 44. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Running right, this is Tomlinson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Browns offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Kessler. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. They shift in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Fielded at the 33. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Five yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Young looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Young. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On On second down, here's Crowell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Kessler. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's fielded at the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. The Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They run with LT. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
When Cody Kessler was drafted, many people thought it was a surprise that he went in the third round. They thought he would go later. But when he came out, the man who selected him told the rest of the world, trust me, this guy can play.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Crowell. And oh, right away, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The pitch to Tomlinson. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Third down and 3. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time...